For decades, Afghanistan's Helmand province has been on the front line of the country's conflict. Its landscape continues to bear the scars to date. Since the departure of the U.S. troops, the remnants of war remain a serious threat to Afghan safety. An NGO here is now racing against time to decontaminate one of the most heavily mined countries in the world.
Looking for landmines is a daunting task, reserved only for the brave, a task which requires meticulous precision, patience and nerves of steel. In this village in Afghanistan's Helmand, the Hallow Trust NGO is doing exactly this. Staff sift through suspected minefields with metal detectors, looking for the smallest indication of metal below the surface. They place markers on flagged spots so they can be carefully inspected. If anything is found, it is then cleared.
This area was totally mined when the government collapsed and the Taliban took over Lashkar Gah city and all these other areas. All the ordinary people left this place during the fighting, and now it's been 2 or 3 months since they have started coming home. There have been around 6 or 7 landmine explosions since then. About a month ago, a lady stepped on a landmine in her doorway and triggered an explosion.
The Taliban were once responsible for planting the mines during the war. Now, in a twist of fate, they are now the ones helping demining teams find them. Khan believes it is because they now live in these communities and they don't want to see civilians getting killed.
The Taliban knew about some of the landmines that they planted and they started taking them out by hand, but we stopped them from doing that to avoid any further detonations. After that, they didn't try to remove any more mines.
The system used is very simple. Communities are informed which areas have been cleared and which remain no-go zones. White is safe. Red means danger. The priorities are homes and schools, followed by shared open spaces. The team then moves on to areas outside the villages.
We were there with the Russians, we were there with the Civil War, we were there with the first Taliban regime, we were there with NATO, and we will stay. It is our humanitarian duty to be there for the people of Afghanistan. And so we have absolutely no intention of leaving. We don't do exit strategies. We will stay there for as long as it takes, and we will remain there as long as people continue to fund us.
Children are the main victims of landmines and other explosive remnants of war. Education is key to avoiding fatalities in the villages. The field next to a school was recently cleared of mines. Now it serves as a place to teach the kids exactly what different explosive devices look like, what to do when they see anything suspicious, and never to touch anything they find.
Yes, I am afraid, but I know that when I see white stones, we can play there, and when it's red, we can't play there.
The challenges facing these children seem innumerable. A country stricken with conflict, their parents' economic woes, and the shadow looming over their future education. But at least worrying about landmines on their way to school will soon be a thing of the past. South Asia Bureau, WION, World is One.